everyone. Bleetings from Mocha Yarns. We've had this little fellow like since we started, and we were going to use him in all our videos, and here he is today because he's sitting on a mountain of scrubbies. It's our scrubby video. Finally. Apologize that we haven't been making videos, just life got in the way, health got in the way, so welcome back to our channel, and today we're going to talk to you about scrubbies and making all kinds of scrubbies from all kinds of things and recycling your produce bags. That's what these are, right? That's what they're called, your produce bags. I get so excited now when I get produce bags, especially the yellow ones, because I'm like, oh, I can make a scrubby.
The ones with the lemons.
Yeah, the lemons, they're so pretty. So I'm going to show you, I'll start off first with how to make scrubby my way from these produce bags. No need to spend a lot of money, folks. Okay, the first method is so easy peasy. Despite all the tanglement I've got going on here, you're going to be using cotton yarn, excuse me, and your produce bag cut in strips. No specific width or anything, so it looks like this, kind of. So it's going to be like a piece of yarn. I'm just straightening the camera. So you can see they're not all the same. They're all different lengths, not lengths, but widths. So what I did, I cast on 13 stitches, and I did it first just with the cotton. It just makes it a little bit easier. You can cast it on with this included because you're going to join the two together. So what we're going to do now for our first row of garter stitch, we're just going to take our little produce. It doesn't matter if it sticks out because it's probably better because it adds for more friction on your pots. I just threw mine out, and I had used that thing, oh my God, how long had I had that one, Janet? Forever.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason I threw it out because Janet made me a new one, and I liked it better, and it matches my kitchen, and it looks pretty. So the other one looks so pitiful. So as you can see, I'm joining the two together, and what I've done is cast on this one 15 stitches. I have no idea what millimeter needles I'm using.
It doesn't matter,
It just doesn't matter. It's up to you, whatever, how tight or how loose you want it to be. So just keep using garter stitch until you've done, I've got 15 stitches, 15 rows. That's it. So that's row one right there.
Oh, however many rows you want, if you want it long or...
Exactly, it's entirely up to you. And then you just keep going, and I just want to show you how to add on another one. Then I'm going to go off to the side, and Janet's going to explain to you that are sitting here using the produce bags. So you can see here, this is our tail. Get that out of the way. Produce bag, so I'll get another probably couple of stitches here. Maybe even more.
And you're using the finer cotton, you can use a thicker one.
Yeah, whatever you want.
The thing I would say is just be careful with your cotton. You're not going to use designer cotton that you're going to be using on sweaters.
No,
it doesn't make good dishcloths.
No, it really doesn't. We want cotton, and it has to be 100% cotton, because if you're using acrylic does not hold water or wring out. So it's just not going to work. So you can buy the cotton that you see in Walmart, any of those. Janet will show you those in a minute. So I just want to show you now we've come here to the end of this first produce bag strip. So literally, this is the easiest project. There's no joining or tying it together. Just continue on with garter stitch. Because again, those little ends that stick out just help for more scrubbage on your dishes and pots. I've got some really cool dishes and cooking plates, I guess, cooking vessels from Pampered Chef, and they say no, no scour, no rough surface. And I have used my little homemade scrubbers on those, and they're fantastic. Cleans up beautifully, doesn't scratch, and I hate when my sink gets all scratchy. So as you can see, I'm on row 2 And I'm just going to keep doing this until I get to my desired rows. For me, I want 15 rows. So I'm going to keep doing this, and Janet's going to come on and explain another method on how to use the produce bag.
Again, the scrubby, I'm calling them scrubby bags because that's what I call them now. Like Monica, I get really excited when we're getting produce. So what we're going to do now is to make one like this. It's got the scrubby bag in the middle, and then what I did is I just put some stitches, I crocheted around the outside just to give it, just to hold it together better. And I don't know whether you can see, I put little stitches all the way around the bag because it doesn't matter what it looks like, and I found it easier to hold it together. So what you do is you just get a bunch of scrubbies or whatever you like. You can put some inside another. I kind of made a square looking one,
So
and
making
so
a little cushion kind of.
yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't know if we saw that. So I just fold them up best I can, and it doesn't really matter if you're a perfectionist. Then I suppose it does, but not me. You just fold it up, fold the ends in. I would fold the ends inside best way I can. Like I say, I'm not that fussy. Get myself a square or squarish. I would just take a piece of cotton, stitch it all in there so I have a square, and then I would take the ends of it there and crochet round the outside, so you've got a scrubby with the bags, just the bags.
So
And
what kind of crochet stitch did you use? Do you know, Janet?
no, I'm not a very crocheter.
I think these are double crocheted and this is single crochet.
Okay, there you go.
But if you couldn't crochet,
You could knit it.
could you just pick up some stitches
Absolutely.
and start knitting? a couple of
Absolutely.
rows?
And you know what else I was thinking? You could just get your cotton and just sew over the ends.
Oh yeah.
It really
some method
doesn't.
to hold it in.
And you know what? If you stitch it in like with my ugly stitches here, it doesn't matter. Like, you know what, the scrubbies, they're free. Use them for a week, use them for 6 weeks, use them for whatever.
Exactly.
And I will say, the best way you can keep using them and using them and using them, just put them in the dishwasher.
That's exactly right.
Top shelf of the dishwasher. They go in, they come out. They're absolutely great.
They are. I'm quite surprised at how a produce bag, it just takes on a whole new meaning. I get as excited as if I went to the yarn store whenever we pick up some. And if you buy, is it avocados that gives you the
Green one.
The green one. Oh, that's that one.
That's the avocado.
And the purple one, I can't remember what that is.
Purple one. Well, what do you call them? Eggplants?
Yes, eggplant. And I have another yellow one over there with onions.
Onions, yeah.
Yes.
Onions is
Another one.
Onions is a yellow one. Yeah, it's all exciting. And like I say, they don't go as far as you'd think. So you do.
No, they don't.
You generally need 2 to make these kind of scrubby yarn. And if you've not already seen this, we'll show you this. And this is a lot thicker than the others. But you know what? They're all different, and it's your whatever you like the best.
And they work. That's the beauty.
Absolutely.
They work on dishes. They also work exfoliating your skin. They're beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Foot scrub, whatever.
We can show you all that. So I'll hand you back to Monica with her knitting.
Okay, I'll show you how far I've got on this. Oh, I should stop it. Then it makes. Okay, so this is as far as I got on my knitting while I was sitting there by Janet. I think it's like row 5, I believe. So let's just pretend by the magic video, I changed the color and I used a yellow bag. And you can hear the scrubbiness. Exact same yarn, just different color. I switched color. There was a white scrubby and then I just switched to yellow. And that's what it gave me, a 2-tone scrubby.
And you don't need to end it, like it's perfectly fine just like that.
Yeah.
You don't need to, like I stitched around the outside, but I mean you don't absolutely.
You don't
need
have
do
to. If you're not somebody who knows how to crochet or is a crochet, you know, you don't want to learn how to crochet, boom. These are the kind of scrubbies I have in my kitchen, and I use them and they work great. And don't forget, like I was mentioning, stick this in the shower. Make one specifically for the shower. It is so good on your feet. Even if you're not getting calluses off your feet, it feels good when you're feeling not that great to stimulate the bottom of your feet.
I would think it's good for cleaning the shower as well.
Oh yeah, hey, this, talk about cheap. Look, recycle this stuff. Now you're going to get as excited as Janet and I do when we go grocery shopping. And remember when you lost yours, Janet? Mm-hmm. She lost all her scrubby bags, her produce bags. And I mean, you would think the world had ended.
I had about 6 saved.
She's like, I don't know where they are. Can't find them. So now Janet's going to go on and talk to you about the actual yarn called Scrubby.
Okay. Now, what I'm demonstrating next or using next is this scrubby cotton. I don't know, is this upside down or right way up?
You just do it like it's right way up because I have to flip the whole thing.
So this is called scrubby cotton. It's red heart. I did find it a little bit difficult to get at one point. There is more of it around. And just so you know, we have limited quantities here that we are selling. And you get 1 ball of scrubby and 2 little cottons for $10. I'll just show you the little thin cottons. We do have that as limited quantities because they are moving. So we do have that. So that's that bit out of the way. So this scrubby yarn, it's what it says. It's like a scrubby. It's like just a kind of, I don't know, scrubby.
Yeah, like it's got some, like you can feel the, I don't want to know the word,
No.
roughness, I guess, of it, but it's not as rough. It's, yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's exfoliating and scrubby-like and all of those qualities.
Now, how I've done mine, and you know, different people do it different way. I found this is a lot better, and it just gives it makes it softer. It makes it more manageable. I'll move this out of the way now. I have used 2 yarns, a thin cotton, one of the thin cottons, and the scrubby together. So I'm actually knitting with 2 yarns, just a plain cotton, a finer cotton, and the scrubby yarn. I cast on 25 stitches, so there's our 25 stitches, and then I work for 2 inch. Is it 2 or 3 inches I work to? Whatever you want.
That's 3 inches. You can
3 inches, okay. 3 inches there.
That's 3 inches in Monica's world.
Yeah.
No, that's more than 2.
So once you've done that, or you know what, you can make them as big or as small. There's no rule. There's just no rule to anything. And then what I'd say is when you cast on, with the plain yarn, leave a long tail. Leave a longer tail. You're going to need the tail. Can I just borrow your scissors? Oh no, it's cut. Oh, I'm ahead of myself. So we've finished the scrubby there. Take a needle and thread your thin yarn through with the needle, and then you just go through like this. Make sure you get in both stitches, the cotton and the scrubby, right the way down. I'm sure there's a name for this, thread and pull, I don't know. I'll think of the technical term when I'm laid in bed tonight.
Exactly. Redo the video.
So just all along, just slip it through the needle Whoa, this is a really nice needle, way better than mine.
She always likes my needles and wants to take them home.
I know.
But she's not gonna get them.
You know, threaded right through. Now I pull it as hard as I possibly can. As hard as I possibly can. And then you don't have to be neat or anything. You don't have to tie in ends. You don't have to do anything. You just make sure it's all sewn up at the top, because there's just a little hole where I didn't gather it up. And that's okay too. And then you just sew down the side. I'm just doing this really quick. No comments on the messy stitching, please. So you do it all the way down to the bottom. You can probably see where this is going. So I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to take the tail from the bottom. Imagine I've sewn it down already. Tail from the bottom, thread it up, and do the same thing along the bottom. So there's no stitches, so it's just a matter of going in and out of the bottom where you've cast on. Pull it up tight. I tend to pull it up as I go. Oh, I love these. I was just saying to Monica, I'm making so many of these, I just don't know what to do with them. I just like, it's like, whoa!
Well, we're going to be adding things to our Etsy shop, and once it's all full with all our knitted items, it's got lots of other things too. Cards, knitted items, sweat, oh, just so much stuff. But once it is full, we will let you know and give you the shop name and all that kind of stuff.
So once again, you just stitch it up at the end there. I'm not making a fantastic job of it now. And then you've got 2 stitch ends like that. You just push it like that. And what do you have? You have a scrubby.
A poofy.
And we've got lots of scrubbies, all different.
They're lovely.
I do prefer, I did some just with the scrubby yarn, but I do prefer it done with the cotton.
Yes. Now on that purple one there,
I will show you this purple one. This is a different scrubby yarn. Now, it's really, really nice, but I'm just not sure if I like it as much as, like, it looks nice, but I'm just not quite sure if I like it as well as. I do like it. I do like it. And this makes this type of scrubby. You have the cotton yarn mixed in with the scrubby. So a length of cotton yarn and then a length of scrubby.
Maybe show that dishcloth that we're going to be showing in another video, how to, but it can show you what she's talking about.
I can show you on this, because this is a crocheted scrubby like these. I made a few scrubbies, so in case we needed to sew them up and show you how they worked. But this is the scrubby yarn. So you can see there's scrubby in it and there's cotton in it. I don't know whether it'll show real well, but you can see the cotton and the scrubby.
See the cotton, then scrubby, then cotton.
But and there's a crocheted one here, and because there's no stitches to go through, what you do is you just run your needle through the front, the top and the bottom, scrunch it all in, and it makes your scrubby.
Your little poofy thing. So there we have a cross section of all kinds of scrubbies you can use for your face, your dishes, your feet, your shower, you name it. So I hope you guys give this a try. And we'll see you soon with a new video. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.